is a lamp unto I part.
As we give praises this morning.
I part of the Lord God Rastafari.
Wow.
My feet is a lamp unto I part. I part of the Lord God Rastafari.
We have Big Youth. Good morning, Big Youth. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I am blessed. I am blessed. I am giving praises. And that is what that song is called. We are giving praises because we have you on mic check. I say welcome to Groovin Radio, sir.
Welcome, sir. I'm grooving.
Yes, sir.
Morning, Big Youth. Morning.
All is well. Good morning.
You know, Big Youth, as I listen to Anthony Turner, and I'm sure as you sit there and listen to what Mr. Turner had to say about you, your career is legendary. I mean,
yeah,
you're probably...
Yeah, I don't cut you.
Yes.
But I hear Mr. Turner say, we follow Bob Marley. But please don't say that. It's Big Youth start the whole Natty Jet.
Wow.
It's them follow me. It's me start to.
Well,
I'm bring the truth of Rastafari to the music. Most people didn't think that Rasta could make it in the music, so they never have the guts to stand up to show that cultural concept of Natty Jet. Started.
And we say thank you very much for that, sir, because you see where the movement has now taken us. As a young boy growing up in Jamaica, I can tell you this. My mother used to warn us to stay away from the Rastas. And as I grow older and I get to appreciate the message of Rastafari, I remember as a young boy seeing Bob Marley for the first time, seeing Bob and Alan Skillcole bouncing ball off the wall up by UTech there in Papine. And I used to just listen to them reason. I knew something was special about these guys. I knew that the message that they were preaching will one day catch on. And finally, it hit, and you see where it is now today, Big Youth. Everybody want to be Rasta.
Yeah, but a new way of Rasta too.
It's a new way of Rasta.
New way of Rasta. Now, Big Youth, take us back, Big Youth, to when you started out. And I mean, why Rasta? Why did you choose that path?
All right, I'm going to a short stint of it. Everybody was singing about love, you know, within a sense, but it's an emotional love. And the people wasn't really grooving with each other and showing the love, the humanitarian love. You understand? It was a baby love. Which we love the babies. But so me as a youth in the street and Rasta, it was really a parent trajectory when it's Rastafari. Yeah?
Yeah.
As the Bible tells us, but when your mother and father forsake you, then the Lord will take us up.
Yes.
So, we never like how the youth them a live, Virgin, in the street. Because youth so in their lives, going to prison, tribal war, yeah? And you come to think of it, we're all the same. So, it's just call me up, because he's one of them unruly youth in the street, and just say, oh, teach the people about Rastafari. Tell them about the love of Jah and unity, that people to come together, right? So, it become a new scene because you start chanting that way. So them say, boy, it's a new phenomenon, because Big Youth is the first reggae phenomenon. Yeah? And I did the movement for Greg Rise. If you're coming from far in a bus or a car, make love and not war, because war is ugly and love is lovely.
Right.
Yeah, because we need some lovely love in the place, because the kind of love wasn't showing.
Right. So I mean, again, and you see, every time a Rasta, when Rastas meet, and they meet the Empress and they meet the King and they bow and they say one love. I mean, it that catches on so easily, and it's such a powerful thing of how Rastas greet each other. And again, as Big Youth speak about it, it's love. You know, Anthony, we can certainly say, and the next song I'm going to play is called Mr. Right. So Big Youth was certainly right when he... on himself, Mr. Big Youth. And Anthony, you listen to Big Youth lyrics, you listen to Big Youth style, and you look at what the DJ has come to be, DJing has come to be today. This man started something, how long ago, Big Youth?
Well, from 70, 72, 71, 72 by 73. It's all there.
Now, when you look at the movement, Big Youth, you look at the movement of Rastafari in Jamaica, and you see how much it has influenced a society. I mean, it was only about 2 weeks ago we had one of Peter Tosh's son on this program. And Peter Tosh, as a Rasta, has always preached about legalize it, and you see what's happening today. I mean, you look at how the Rastas were talking about how we should eat, how we should live natural, we should eat certain things. I mean, you know, Big Youth, I often wonder, what university did you guys attended? Because you guys are very bright, man.
Well, I go to Heidelberg's University. You know.
Repeat that?
Say that again?
Heidelberg's University. Is what they call hard knocks in the street.
Now, tell us what growing up, Big Youth growing up, what was it like?
Well, it was rough, you know. It was rough. Well, you know, me had a policeman father. Yeah? And my mother is a preacher. So, in other words, I grew up in a Christian home. So I was so biblical. You understand me? So I know righteousness that people preach to a level to show compassion. That's what I'm saying. And at the same time, I know all of the wildness in the street. But there is good over evil, so I choose good.
Always.
You see what I said, brethren?
Definitely.
And it's like my thing is a mystic and a mystery, you know. You look at it as a God-sent thing. It's the most I call me from out of destruction for come preach to the people them and tell them to come together. Through the powers of Rastafari. Because Rastafari is the people who are rejected, you know, like I tell you. You understand? It's like radio station, them kind of song they use in the radio, man, I chant John, Lion, Zion, and Lightning, and all these things. You understand? So
the fact, Big Youth, the fact that radio stations did not play certain music then, and the fact that Rastas were looked at like as outcasts. I mean, how did you sustain? Because you're still relevant today. Your lyrics are way more than relevant today. And earlier on, we were talking about it, Breadman, what these artists were singing about and writing about then, how relevant it is today. I wonder, how did you sustain Big Youth? Because I know you were very, very popular in the dance hall. But because radio station did not play certain music, how did that affected your career?
No, well, is it I was trying to say to you that with this Big Youth thing now, start to take over, cause you never have nothing else. Big Youth was rapping the box, man. Yeah? So that means society have to just accept, because it's the talk of the day, it's the talk on the street, and it's the love that the people need. So I open that book, I give people courage, I give Rasta courage. Yeah? Because I know so Rasta is cleanliness, and cleanliness is godliness. So you have to know so Rasta is clean, and it's unity, and it's the love what we bring for the people, and bringing the people together. So in no time, you know, like we have 7 songs, you know, the 2 charts with five at the top. So it's like
You're fine.
It was open, Virgin. It's Big Youth. So every other one now wants to Rasta, because Big Youth are flashing locks and Natty Dread in a Babylon, and we'll make some dangerous.
So Big Youth, take us back to the year 1972. It's a time when everybody wanted to be riding an S90 bike. That was the popular bike in Jamaica. You had an accident, and then you came up with that S90 skank. Take us back to that recording of that song and what it did for your career.
All right, I can tell you what happened now. When I did the movie, man, for Gregory, right? One of my main objects, I want to hear me on the radio. You understand me? And the song was out there. I wasn't hearing it on the radio, and I was going around making it popular on the sounds and in the homes. And like I get miserable on Gregory, you know? And Gregory said, watch out, man, you can't bother with this, you know. I'm going to give you the stamper. So I'm giving the stamper, and I go and press 100 copy of the record. On my way back from the pressing plant, I was hit from the bike. Then I brethren, he has a record store in Brooklyn called Park Heights. He was riding, Jadil. And a car came from Industrial Terrace. That's near Tivoli Gardens there. That's where the bus company, GOS, was, right?
Yes.
And the car hit us off the bike, brethren. I was knocked out from 12:20 until 7:20 in the night.
Wow.
But they have him in the operating theater because his foot was broken, and I was laying on a slab. That means
you dead.
Yeah, they write me off as a dead man.
Wow.
So when I wake up 7:30, I say, yo, I'm ready to go home. Yeah, I say, I'm ready to go home. And with my intelligence, I say, look, man, I saw a lot of shows, movies, yeah? And when somebody in that kind of condition, they put a thing on them and try to revive and wake them. You people didn't do nothing for me, so I'm going home.
And that was the birth. That was the birth of the song.
Don't finish. I don't finish. While I was in that state, what they call a coma, that is where I get the vision.
Wow.
That I must teach the people about Rastafari, tell them about the love of Jah. Yeah? Which is not a religion or nothing, you know. It's a natural. It's a natural thing, because natural is the mystic.
Yes.
And that was where, by the next week, I just go and sing, say, if you ride like lightning, you'll crash like thunder. So.
That's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is the song. Here. called S90, and it's the legendary Big Youth. Now, Big Youth, take us back.
Yeah.
Take us back to those days, because from my understanding, the dance hall was a place. The dance hall.
It still is.
It still is. No, you had a lot of singers back then singing some great songs, and here comes Big Youth with a new style. How?
All right.
Yes, tell us about it.
You see this song. When I chant in ja wah wah wah. I can tell you something. That was a song that opened the door for the whole Rasta movements now. You understand me? That is where the book opened, the 7 seals thereof. That, like I tell you, every other artist now, they want to sing Rasta music. It's Jayot. I'm going to tell you something was who want vex now, you know, but listen. The whalers never believed Rasta could have make it, brethren.
Whoa.
Or whoever that was around them. See? So these are the realities you must know. Within that transition when Big Youth rise, them leave and say them is so rebel. See? Please, listeners and everybody, don't judge me wrong, don't get me wrong, don't get offensive. I'm just telling you like it is. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, people write a story, but they don't tell the truth. So, it's from there and the whole Jawawawa and the whole Rasta message and the whole love. Some of them even bigger than me, or me. Some of the statements of me make, because it's Jah himself inspire and put these vibes within me that I could write them.
So tell us about your teeth, inlaid with red, green, and gold, because that's a first, and you're just as popular for your lyrics and for all the great performances as people know you when visually seeing you with the red, green, and gold jewelry teeth.
Well, you know, I'm near the original front teeth, grill pan teeth first. Well, here one now.
Ninja
the front teeth, them with kind of damage, you know. Yeah? Have some rice looking thing. So, I just come up with the idea, say, well, yeah, me if you have red, gold, and green, you know, my teeth. So, that's how me and my dentist come up with the creation, and it's a trademark. I just love it and still love it and up to date it, and yeah.
You know, Anthony, Breadman, listening audience, do you realize the kind of information we're getting this morning? Because here it is, Ninja Man came up to talk about front teeth Dangagan. Here is the creator, the original creator.
But as he's talking about this, I remember when I was young in Jamaica before I even came up here, early 80s, there was a young man in St. Thomas named Bobby or whatever, and he used to have the red, gold, and green gold teeth. And I always asked my father, I said, hold them on the teeth there, sir. And I never realized where the trend started. Just when you're talking right now, I'm realizing from 72 you do that, and I really see a lot of people follow suit with that. And nowadays, in the hip hop scene, you see a lot of these hip hop artists with their grills. They resurrected your original fad.
Your career. They don't resurrect nothing. Them teeth. Yeah. What up?
Go ahead, talk.
Look, rap. We're going to talk about rap now. You just play the song. You can guess how I'm rapping. If you talk like that, if you say so, yeah. So all I'm about you got. Come on, if you never go to jail, you couldn't go to court. So that is where the rap started, Reggie. So a lot of these people, more time I'm talking to you, and I must tell you the truth. You guys are lucky this morning, you know, because I was sleeping, Reggie, my short so tight, and I say, all right. I just giving you the run, you know, because sometimes I like to reason. I like to build a thing, but I don't get justice, you know.
Yeah.
The people, them don't give me no credit. Give thanks to Barack Obama and CPR, because them give me one of the highest honor from Washington as a cultural icon. Give thanks.
Give thanks for that. You know, Big Youth, when I saw you this year at Rebel Salute, and I approached you in the backstage, I was there with Christian, and Christian said to me that, Clem, we're gonna have to get Big Youth on mic check. And certainly, Big Youth, as we go through the long list of artists that we have, and people like yourself certainly must be credited for your work. You look at the whole statement you made about the whole Rastafari movement in Jamaica and through the music. And oftentimes, I say this many times on radio, that when we mention Rasta, when we mention reggae music, the first name that comes to mind is always the Marleys. And people must understand what it is. And that is why the story must be told. And the only people that can tell the story is the people who have lived it. People like people like yourself, Big Youth. And you look at it today, what's going on in the world. I'm going to play a song. It's called All Nation Must Bow. So profound, yeah. Big Youth. And I must give you your just due this morning. I must give you your credit for what you have done, not only for the music, not only for dancehall music, not only for reggae music, but the creation of rap music. It is often said here, though, that rap really came from the dancehall, but they never tell us who were the first to really started this. And as we talk to you this morning, Big Youth, we're getting that information now. And Anthony, it is very, very profound. And I'm very honored, Big Youth, that you took the call this morning, that you're on mic check, because certainly you are deserving of every single minute that we're giving you this morning.
Yes.
All right, not to give you a joke now.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't work out sometimes when you talk, you say, and you take your stand and say, put on Marley. But Marley is one of the original rappers, No, you listen to him good. Listen to him good. So, the whole thing is like that. Like I said, them take the thing and them say dancehall. Dancehall is reggae music, which is a brainchild of R&B. You understand? The classic soul. So that is where we make interpretation. I'm going to tell you something about Big Youth. Is we start to sing the foreign thing on the Jamaican rhythm. It's Big Youth start that. Because when we take all the Jamaican rhythm and do all, hit the road and all them things. Yeah?
Tell us about that song, Hit the Road, because that was a big, big song, massive song for you.
Hit the Road, Jack, it's called.
Come on. Yeah, my version different. Ray Charles come out on the public life on the big TV and say my version is the best he has ever heard.
Wow.
Give us a little piece of it, a cappella, no, Big Youth.
Like I said, I have a sight. There ain't no might. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Said I was born in April and a Christmas in May. Sure, I want to see that shiny day. Hit the road, Jack. Come back no more. Hit the road, Jack.
Wow.
Yeah.
The voice
Mama
of...
get flicking and daddy start whipping. It's going out with a funky chicken. So
Man, start rap.
Big youth, I want to ask you to stay right where you are. The computers are going to take over. We're coming up to the top of the hour. When we come back, we're going to talk a lot more about some of the work that you have done. And we're going to play some more music, Big Youth, and then we're going to talk about the passing of the great John Holt, which I understand that you have done dub plates with John Holt. So when we come back, we'll talk some more Big Youth.
My second number one, I'm here and John Holt.
Stay right where you are, sir. More information. Hit the road, Jack. The voice of Big Youth.
It's a road, Jack. Don't wanna come back no more.
The icon, Big Youth.
Don't wanna come back no more. That I was born in April and a Christian in May.
Breadman, make myself your life is not a dead man.